You are going to score 1012 out of 1097 in Compxm, and this is what you're going to do exactly to get to that level. Hi, hope you're fine wherever you are and you're ready for this great achievement. If you need help, kindly contact us via the email provided on the video description. I bet we should get started. Research and development. Our first product is AFT, a core product. Customers here are more concerned about the price of the product. Therefore, we will make small adjustments on its performance and size. For that case, we're increasing AFT's performance to 10.2 and reducing its size to 9.8, while maintaining a reliability of 22,000. We are going for the highest reliability as we're using a differentiation strategy. So, why and how are we making these changes this way? 20% of customers in the core market segment are overwhelmingly concerned about the age of 2.0. Therefore, while revising the product, ensuring the age is closer to 2.0. On the other hand, 18% are looking for products with reliability between 16,000 and 22,000. Finally, ideal position is a factor of consideration for 16% of the customers. Having all this information on the product while revising it is necessary for high sales in the core segment. Our second product is Able, sold in the Nano market segment. The goal is always to increase performance and reduce the size. Therefore, we are increasing Able's performance to 12.9 and reducing its size to 5.2. So, why are we doing this? Let us check customer buying criteria. As you can see in the Nano market segment, ideal position is the most important thing. 35% of customers in the Nano market segment are concerned about the ideal position. Therefore, extreme revision is necessary each round of the Nano products to be placed in the ideal spot where customers in that market segment want it to be. Ideal positions can be altered in the research and development section. Other customer buying criteria that can be controlled in the R&D department include age and reliability. In that segment, an age of 1 year is preferred. Getting exactly 1 year is a daunting task. However, any age between 0.5 and 1.5 years is just good. Finally, the reliability you select depends mostly on the strategy that you follow. For us, we usually go for a broad differentiation. Therefore, we consider 24,000, which is the maximum required. For Acre, an elite product, we are changing its performance to 15 and reducing its size to 7.2. For this product, we are maintaining the same reliability as 26,000. These decisions are based on customer buying criteria. For instance, customers need products with an age of 0.0. 34% of customers view an age of 0.0 as the most important thing for a product in the elite market segment. Just like in the Nano market segment, to attain an age of 0.0 is nearly impossible. However, anything between 0.0 and 1.0 works just fine. Besides that, you need to revise a product each year to make it younger and have it required an ideal position. Adam is a Thrift segment product. Customers here are conservative and they are not looking for newer features. Rather, they prefer proven products. Therefore, we are making little changes, thus we are increasing its performance to 7.5 and reducing its size to 12.5 while maintaining reliability at 20,000. For the Thrift market segment, reliability is the most important thing. Customers need a reliability of between 14,000 and 20,000. This is important for 20% of the customers. On the other hand, 15% of customers consider ideal positions to be in their area of preference. While making the decision for an ideal position, make sure you check the ideal age since 10% of customers require the product to have an age of 3 years old. In the balanced scorecard, there are 5 points up for grabs in each round for product count. To get the full marks, you'll need to have as many newer products as possible early in the game. Besides that, with many new products, you will increase your market shares and profit in the future. That is why we introduced 3 new products now. Since we accompany Andrew, ensure each product name starts with an A. Let's introduce our newer product in the Nano market segment. We can give it a performance of 13.9, size of 4.2 and reliability of 20,000. The goal is to have at least 2 products in the top tier market segment like Nano and Elite. The beauty of many products in the given segment is that not only assists with an increasing market share, but also makes it easier to have a higher accessibility. High accessibility is a source of competitive advantage. We can also introduce a newer product to the elite market segment. We're giving it a performance of 16 and a size of 6.2 and a reliability of 26,000. Our last product to sell will be a crossover product, meaning that it will sell in more than one market segment. Let us give it a performance of 14.7, size of 5.3, and reliability of 25,000. We are not done yet. Now, let us check the revision dates of these products. As you can see, they're coming out as late October. That means we'll have less than 3 months to sell the newer versions. In short, we are not going to get a decent sales and good profits. We need to make adjustments so that these products can come out latest by September. The only option we have is total quality management. TQM. TQM not only reduces R&D cycle time, but also reduces material and labor costs as well as increases demand. We will also spend $1,500 on each strategy. Okay, let's see how R&D has changed so far. As you can see, our products will come at least before September. We will have 3 months of selling. This is enough time to make decent sales and profit. Now, what happens when we go to Compxm round 2, Compxm round 3, and round 4? Same principle applies. Just ensure customers are getting smaller sensors with higher performance in each segment. Besides that, ensure other factors such as reliability and age match with the customer's needs. Sometimes it mostly depends on the type of strategy that you follow. If you choose to go for broad differentiation, similar to what we have here, then giving the best available is not an option. Marketing. In the marketing section, we are most concerned about how to price the products depending on customer requirements in different segments. Besides, we are also concerned about how to budget for promotions and sales. Finally, based on a marketing and pricing strategy, we have to forecast the number of each product we are likely to sell. Usually when it comes to thrift and core products, we have to make major adjustments in price since the segments are extremely competitive. Customers are also ready to forego additional features for a cheaper price. For promotion and sales, we usually spend $2,000 for all the products. For a core product, we have to reduce the price to $30 from $32 if we have to be competitive. As you can see from the report, most companies are charging less than $30. Similarly, for thrift, we have to lower the price by a greater margin. Since in the previous round we had charged $26 per unit while competitors were charging less than $20. That is why we are lowering the price to $20.5 per unit. The most challenging section when it comes to marketing is forecasting. In this case, we have to project to sell 1,815 of the core product AFTs, 900 units of Nano product Able, 890 of Elite products Acre, and finally 1,889 of Thrift product Adam. I know you are confused on how we come up with the forecasting numbers for each product, but don't worry because we have got you covered. Kindly check the video in the description to get the link to our forecasting video. When you start handling Compxm round 2, round 3, and 4, just ensure that you are getting the forecasting right. That is the most challenging thing in Compxm. If you fail to have the right forecasting, the chances of incurring high inventory and recurrent cost is very high. You don't need to be in the situation where you have more than 500 inventory at hand per product. This will not only slow down your profit, but will also be a risk in a huge emergency loan. Production. In the production department, you will assign the amount of units to be produced per each product. You'll also decide whether to increase capacity and automation or reduce. When making a production schedule decision, make sure you take note of the inventory at hand. Usually, we aim to sell more than what we have projected. Therefore, whatever we project, we will add some units before subtracting inventory at hand to arrive at the production schedule. For AFT, a core product, we produce 2,050. Able, a Nano product, we produce 890 units. Acre is an Elite product, we are producing 910 units. Adam is a Thrift segment product, we only produce 1,296. We are producing less units for Thrift segment products since we have a huge inventory. We are not producing any units for the 3 new products we have just introduced, i.e. Alex, Able, and Ajax, because they are not yet ready for market. We have also not yet established capacity and automation for them. Since customers in the thrift market segment require lower prices as we progress from one round into the next, it would be difficult to manage their prices requirements unless we make some changes around our production. That is the reason why we are increasing the automation of thrift product Adam to 10.0. This will assist in cutting down labor costs. For Acre, Maker and Able, Elite and Nano products respectively, we're increasing this automation to 5.0. For AFT, a core product, we're increasing automation to 7.0. Similar to the Thrift segment, core market segment customers are also looking forward to a cheaper price in the future. For the new products that we have introduced, it's important to ensure that we have enough capacity with decent automation for the production. This is why we have to order 330 capacity and 5.0 automation for each. In the production department, the most important thing is for you to understand how inventory affects your production schedule. With an optimistic approach, usually what you forecast to sell should be less than what you have ordered to be produced. So where does the inventory go? Usually, inventory is subtracted from what you have decided to produce. For instance, if you're forecasted to sell 500, you can produce about 600 because the market cuts turn out to be in your favor more than how you have projected it. Now, if you have an inventory at hand of about 50, you need to subtract that from 600, so at the end you need to produce just 550. Human resources. This is the easiest section to make a decision in for Compxm and Compxm. Usually we offer a maximum recruitment budget of 5,000. On the other hand, we also offer a maximum of 80 hours for training. The main purpose of the human resources is to maximize productivity. This not only ensures you lower turnover rates, but also reduces your cost of production. This is so since experienced employees make less errors and produce quality products. Finance. Before making a Compxm finance decision, it's important to check a balanced scorecard. Usually, two metrics stand out. This is days of working capital and leverage. These metrics are controlled in the finance department. Whenever you make a decision in the finance section, let it maximize the points you get in days of working capital and leverage. We also do not want to dilute our equity since we want to maximize our share price. That is the reason why we are not issuing stock. Rather, we are only financing using borrowing and long-term debt. Based on these changes, you can see we are getting full marks in days of working capital and leverage. The total points gained has also increased to 65. This is a good start for us to achieve our goals of attaining 1,012 plus out of 1,095 points. What happens when we go to a Compxm round 2? Just ensure your ending cash balance is healthy, not too much or not too little, because there is no benefit of keeping huge loans that are not utilized in the company. We will be incurring interest for no good reason. I hope this video has been helpful and you're getting nearly the same figures as we are. This is your first step towards the highest point in Compxm. I bet you will score more than 1,012 plus out of 1,097 and at least 99% of your decisions. If you need help with Compxm, Compxm board query questions and answers, we have you covered too. Kindly contact us and we'll try as much as possible to be a greater help to you. In general, if you need any help in Compxm, Compxm or Compxm Global DNA, we are here for you. Kindly email us. Apart from that, please ensure to subscribe to our channel. We grow